Your outcome of this fight?
It was a good ass fight. I think Cruz made it put it out. I think Cruz put that out. That motherfucker tough. He showed us a little. He got the boxing and the angles and shit. I ain't seen that before.
Gervonta Tank Davis fired back at Lamont Roach after hearing the news about Roach's broken hand. According to Tank, the injury wouldn't have changed anything because Roach never had a real shot at beating Isaac Cruz in the first place. Tank said Roach's game plan was flawed from the start. Nothing he tried was working, and Cruz clearly should have won. How you get dropped, cooked, and still walk out with a draw? Tank continued taking shots, saying Roach didn't adjust, didn't change anything, and that he'll call him out only when he feels like it. He ended the rant by telling Roach to get off him and reminding Shocker Stevenson wasn't buying Tank's version of events at all. The moment he watched the fight, he jumped on X and said plainly, "I thought Lamont pulled that off too." Shocker believed Roach outboxed Cruz, controlled enough rounds, and earned the win. And coming from someone like Shocker who's moving up to 140 next month to chase Teofimo Lopez, that opinion carries weight. He's not known for emotional takes. If he thinks something is off, and Ryan Garcia jumped in. And just like Shocker, he didn't agree with Tank either. Ryan said he felt Roach edged the fight in a close decision, maybe by a round or two, though he wasn't upset at the draw. But the opinion that mattered most belonged to Roach himself, who showed up to the post-fight press conference exhausted and visibly disappointed. He tried to stay composed, but the frustration was obvious. He believed he took control of the fight after surviving the first knockdown of his career in round 3 and shifting the momentum back in his favor. He expected an even playing field that night, and he insists he didn't get one. The San Antonio crowd booed him throughout the fight, heavily favoring Cruz. But that wasn't the real hit. The real blow came afterward when Roach revealed something nobody saw coming: a broken hand. He posted a video from the hospital with his left hand wrapped tight, thanking supporters and sending a message to critics. Even from the hospital bed, he reminded everyone that he fought more than 7 rounds with one hand and still made the fight competitive enough to be scored even. Mike Coppinger echoed the same sentiment, saying Roach's performance with one hand was extremely impressive. And it was. After the knockdown, Cruz looked ready to end the fight, but Roach adjusted, tightened up his defense, made Cruz reset repeatedly, and quietly stole momentum back. He didn't dominate, but he controlled important pockets of the fight moments casual fans didn't catch in real time.
Cam, did you think it was a draw? Cam, you think it was a draw?
It was a good fight. It was a good fight.
You want to see a rematch?
What you think? A draw?
Cam, you want a rematch?
I would like to see a rematch. Hell yeah.
All right. That's what we want.
That's exactly why the debate erupted as soon as the scorecards were read. But here's the real problem. Roach now has to straight draws in major fights. First against Davis earlier in the year, and now against Cruz. And he understands what that means. As he said at the press conference 2 times in a row now, "It's crazy. I can't keep fighting my opponent and the judges at the same time." He did the same message he's been sharing since January. "All I need is an even playing field." And he's right. The back-to-back draws and championship-level fights put him in a strange lane. He's clearly good enough to hang with elite fighters. He's shown he can handle pressure fighters like Cruz and explosive punchers like Tank. But draws don't build legacies. They don't win belts. They don't secure big paydays. They keep you relevant without letting you move forward. And Roach knows he can't stay in that almost category forever.
Knockout is going to be Pitbull to decision. Definitely going to be Lamont Roach, because Lamont Roach got more styles. He can do it. He can fight on the inside. He can fight on the outside. I box you. You know, Pitbull Cruz, he's more of a one-dimensional fighter. He's coming forward, throwing a lot of punches. So I see Lamont Roach taking this one. I see that. I see it like a 65-35 for Lamont Roach.
Anything suspicious about either one of them?
Nah, nothing suspicious. I mean, Pitbull Cruz on the workout.
7 the upside, though, is exposure. Both draws have actually boosted Roach's name. His engagement is rising. More fans know who he is, and in boxing, attention is currency. When your name is hot, your value jumps belt or no belt. Right now, Roach has more negotiating power than he's ever had. His name sits beside Cruz and Tank under the label unfinished business. And nothing sells in boxing better than a storyline with unresolved tension. A rematch between Roach and Cruz would definitely generate it
when you doing your thing. So let's get back to the rematch and box his ears off. Do the Devin Haney, do the Devin Haney, huh? Do the Devin Haney, do the Devin Haney, huh?
Both camps mentioned the possibility, and both fighters said they're open to it. The first fight was close enough to justify a second one. And now that everyone knows about the injury, Roach walks into a rematch with a compelling storyline. What happens when he's healthy? Still, fans can't help wondering about another matchup with Tank as well. The story sells itself, but Roach made it very clear he won't even consider it unless his conditions are met. He's not chasing Tank, and he refuses to rearrange his career just to repeat a night he believes was mishandled both inside the ring and outside of it.
A competitive matchup between Lamont Roach and Pitbull Cruz. A lot of people thought that Pitbull Cruz won the fight, and a lot of people thought that Lamont Roach won the fight, but overall, it ended up as a draw. Now, Lamont Roach has been cursed with these back-to-back draws, first Tank Davis and now Pitbull Cruz. It just seems like he's not convincing the judges that he deserves that win. Lamont Roach started off fighting in the pocket in the first half of the fight, and
he got wheels, hand speed, coordination, and he know how to hit on the button. He beat him on all the numbers. All the CompuBoxing numbers went in whose favor? Lamont Roach. The fight was over. Even if you want to look at it as technical, he withstood the little bullshit onslaught, and half of that shit was parried, blocked, and he was hitting him on the arm. Just because of
conversation with Marcus Hayes, Roach didn't talk like someone begging for a rematch. The discussion began with the canceled Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis exhibition, an event that stirred up headlines because of its massive $40 million price tag. The fact that Tank even considered that kind of crossover fight shows how much the sport has shifted. But Roach's focus wasn't on the money or the hype. His concern went straight to the undercard fighters whose entire camps were wasted. He's been there before, fights falling apart, flights canceled, pay disappearing, opportunities evaporating. Fighters like him know the difference between...
Yes, guys, red corner boxing here. So Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach was declared a majority decision draw out in San Antonio, Texas. The WBC interim super lightweight title stays where it was. Nobody takes it. And to be honest with you, nobody deserved it. A very underwhelming fight, in my opinion.
I think the best thing to do is move forward with an immediate rematch. And I would say on somewhat a level playing field. I don't know why they think that the judge or the ref was on my side when I got hit low a lot. I got hit low a lot. I mean, it's boxing. It happens. I got hit low a lot. And he was holding every exchange. So, you know, I'm not complaining. It was for a hell of a fight. But it's...
Definitely won the fight against Tank Davis. He started a little slow here. He started with weird strategy. I don't hate this tie. And both these guys, if they decide to run it back, I'd enjoy the rematch. Or at their weight class, there's a lot of good options. Sabril Matias, Dalton Smith are having a fight. They could take the winner of that. Maybe Tank Davis comes back and they could actually rematch him. And then there's their Tia Shakur fight. They could take the winner of that fight. But I think we all want to see the rematch of